Yeah, I think that touches on something that I've been thinking about. So with the election that's going on, it's hard for me to tell if there's all these claims of voter fraud in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, and it's hard for me to tell if that is from. So on one side, you would say that Trump planned to bring up this voter fraud as a way of undermining Biden's legitimate election. On the other side, you have news reports that um, voter fraud is going on, but all of that's being censored, and Twitter, Facebook, all over the media is being censored. And you don't know which one really to believe because you don't have legitimate journalism that you can go and look at to see if you can get an unbiased report. So you're left trying to go through all of these different perspectives, and it's hard to come up with. Even verifying some of this is very difficult. And in the media, that's kind of what we're all faced with right now, is that everyone is pushing an agenda, the right side and the left side, and we're left trying to figure out which one is actually telling the truth.
Well, and everyone wants to jump to like the narrative they're familiar with. So if you don't believe in the COVID vaccine because you don't think you need it, or you've never had the flu shot, they call you an anti-vaxxer. If you say COVID's not that serious, they call you a COVID denier. And on the election, look, Scott Adams, I thought, had a really nice piece. He's the author at Dilbert. He did a sort of an hour podcast, and I won't go through the whole thing because it was a little bit repetitive, but his basic point was, if you believe that Trump is Hitler, which many of the left do, the authoritarian, Ryan, when you fix that, if you believe Trump is Hitler and you have a democratically elected opportunity to get rid of Hitler, would you cheat? I think the answer, he said, was, of course.
Right.
Is there opportunity? Yes, you can get ballots and you can stuff. I mean, you can change programming. There's lots of things you can do. So if there was opportunity and motive, then all you need to find is one person who'd be willing to go to jail to do it. Is that likely? It's certainly possible. But then everyone says, oh, you don't believe the election, you don't this, you don't that. I will tell you this. Going into the election on Monday, I was in Oklahoma City and I was playing a golf tournament, and some people came up and said, who wins the election tomorrow? And I said, if you made me bet my entire net asset value on one candidate, I'm picking Biden. Because everything that I knew and everything about the hatred around Trump from the left, there was no way Trump was going to win. The shocking thing was that in spite of all of that, 70 million people voted for Trump because they disagree with the Democratic platform. And so that's the piece that gets lost in this, is that he came so close. And is there fraud? There's probably some. Is it going to change the election? No. But is it a strong mandate for the Democratic Party to go do whatever they want? I don't think so.